You know, prior to 50, I would always be getting chest infections, shingles. I was really not in a healthy way, actually. There was always something wrong. But now my immune system has improved so much. I mean, prior to being 50, I always used to think that being healthy was all about being as thin as I could be, you know, and I think that's the thing that women believe, you know, being skinny is healthy, but it's not. It really isn't. You know, my health now has improved considerably, as I mentioned, you know, and that's through having muscle. And the more muscle you have, the higher your metabolism is and the quicker it burns energy. So, you know, you burn fat. You burn fat automatically having muscle. It just... You know, you burn more calories, so your metabolism
the other great
is quicker.
thing with that, like you said, you eat more, you burn more,
Yeah.
you're better nourished.
Oh
because
my gosh, yes.
This is a thing I think that's often missed in the conversation of like weight loss. If you're constantly trying to lose weight in inverted commas and eat 1,200 calories, it's really difficult to get enough nutrition for a human body in 1,200 calories. But if you're also at the same time training, you're active, you've got muscle, you can lose weight on, say, 1,500 calories, and that means you're getting an extra 300 calories of goodness. So when you're saying, you know, I wasn't the healthiest, imagine the extra goodness you were getting every day now because of how much more you can eat. And I think that's a really important piece of the puzzle when we're looking at health, weight loss, body changing.
Yes, definitely. Yes, I was always concentrating on less calories before and trying to, you know, eat low fat this, low fat that, but now, well, in 3 years, you know, what I believe now, it's all about the protein. Protein is so important for building muscle and repairing muscle. So I introduced more of that 3 years ago into my diet. And, I'm eating so much more now. But
How
my
much
weight is the same, you know. So,
Yeah.
But my body composition is different. I've got more muscle.
Yeah. What's your average protein goal, just so people can get a sense of?
So as I said, I weigh roughly 50 kilograms. So I convert that into pounds. So approximately 100 pounds my weight is. So my goal is on a daily basis, my protein intake should be around 100 grams.
Yeah.
So you just, you match it up. So whatever you weigh in pounds, you try and aim for 100 grams, you know, in grams, your body weight in grams. But that's your ideal body weight. So for me, I don't want to lose any weight, you know, so that's what I am. I lift quite heavy weights, but, you know, I'm not huge, am I? I'm just...
You look fabulous.
I've got lean muscle.
Yeah.
So I think there's a real myth of, you know, for women, they believe that if they start lifting, they're going to suddenly, like, boom, be like the Incredible Hulk. But they're not going to be like that. And you're only going to build lean muscle and you're going to tone up quicker.
That's what people want, isn't it? They want tone, but what they actually mean is muscle.
Yes, it's muscle. To get that toned look, it's muscle. They have to build muscle. Yes.
Like if we took a picture of your arm right now...
My arm.
That's literally what people want. Because, you know, we have clients come to us and say, I just always wear like sleeves that cover my arms because I just hate my arms. Yeah. And actually, if you told them, well, we're going to build muscle on your arms, a lot of them are like, well, I don't want them to get bigger. They're already an area that I dislike. And actually, if we could just take a screen grab of your arm and say, this is what lifting weights will do to your arm.
Oh, my goodness.
That's exactly what people want, actually.
Yeah.
But there's this mismatch between expectation and reality of lifting weights, I think.
Oh, definitely. I've seen my body completely change in 3 years from lifting weights. Absolutely. Before that, you know, I'm doing all these exercises. My body really didn't change much, I'll be honest. So my muscle mass was quite low. And I was always wanting this toned look, you know, and I was just not achieving it through the different exercises I was doing.
Has your weight changed much at all?
My weight? No, I think it stayed pretty much the same.
Yeah.
My weight has stayed the same, but my muscle has increased. My muscle mass has increased. So
and do you
my
feel like your body fat has gone down maybe
my
as
body
well?
fat has reduced right down. Yeah. So my stats are, I'm probably weigh about 50 kilograms. So, and I've got 40 kilograms of muscle mass.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's, you know, I'm quite solid.
Yeah.
And I've got a lot of muscle mass for
Yeah.
my weight.
Yeah.
So, but with that, your metabolism increases. And so I've got I'm 53, I'm 54 on the 1st of June. So I've got a metabolic age of 36. So I'm lucky enough to have access to this wonderful machine at my gym that tells me all this information. So
Oh, okay. So what does that mean?
it just means that my body is aging at a younger rate. So my body is at age 36, whereas my chronological age is 53.
Yeah.
So,
Because normally after age 30, people will lose muscle if they don't train specifically to retain or grow
oh gosh,
muscle.
yes.
And so just to explain to the audience, your metabolism is how much energy basically you
Yes.
use each day. And so if you don't do any training and you from 30 to 40, then 40 to 50, the amount of energy your body needs every day is just going to keep going down, which is why a lot of people say, well, you know, as you get older, you put weight on because they eat the same amount, but their body needs
Yes.
less. And so obviously you have worked hard to gain muscle, which is very hungry.
Yeah,
tissue.
yeah, it's always hungry.
Yeah, and
exactly.
so that means actually you need to burn more fuel every day just to exist.
Definitely.
And so you get to eat more, which is a
It's
win.
great. Yeah, it's absolutely fabulous. I mean, you know, my friends can't believe how much I eat, to be honest.
Yeah, my friends are the same.
And my husband, he's like, really? I
Yeah.
probably eat more than him.
Yeah.
But that's another whole different story about nutrition as well.
Yeah.
You know, it's really key.
It's
Nutrition is a big thing for me.